They say it's more difficult to rule yourself than to rule a city. And that's the truth, because you're complicated. So you're reorganizing your brain when you write. You want to take everything that's negative and emotional and transform that into a fully articulated vision for your future. If you have a memory that's more than 18 months old, approximately, and when you pull that memory up to mind, if you still have an emotional reaction, that means you haven't fully articulated the memory and you're carrying it like a weight. More weight you're carrying like that, the more of the stress hormone cortisol your brain produces, and cortisol makes you old. If people wrote about uncertain things, their physical health improved. You shouldn't be thinking about your past. It's like your soul is trapped back there, and you need to free it through investigation.
Hello. Take a deep breath and just feel the muscles in your hand relax. Let it feel loose. Wave it around and develop an intuitive feeling of your relaxed hand. Now clench your fist and imagine holding onto a weight heavy enough to cause discomfort. It's not that big of a deal at first, but now imagine holding onto it for hours, then days. Weeks pass by, and at this point the agony is there, but your hand is numb to that discomfort. Maybe you've even forgotten you're holding onto a weight. As a human being, your powerful capacity to adapt has done just that, but the damage the weight is causing, the muscle fibers tearing, the tension evoked, the energy needlessly being expended on something you don't even have to hold on to. Slowly, more and more of your body, more of your muscles inevitably end up being engaged in this process. Your obliques tense to stabilize your torso. One of your legs has more weight shifting onto it. The muscles in your traps, they're getting tense. Clinging onto this weight, your hand can no longer be used for other faculties, and slowly, it's dragging the rest of your body down with tension. But now, what happens when you let it go? The fingers clenched around this weight is as if they're stuck stiff to it, but with a bit of effort, you find they unravel, and as they do, as you feel that weight falling out of your hand, it's as if a sense of relief envelops you. I believe similar can be said to the conflict and traumatic memories chemically stored in your mind. Conflict. This is a portion of the human condition everyone experiences one way or another. Trauma, pain, suffering, adversity, when introspectively unaddressed, lingers on in our minds. And as we hold on to their weight, we find our energy being sapped into nowhere. The stress hormone, cortisol, evoking tension. To its pain, we may be numb, ignoring it for so long, whilst taking on so much of life at a time. But as we do, our full mental capacity is inhibited. Thus, we have less capacity dealing with the inevitable conflicts waiting in the future. More and more adds up, and it starts to feel impossible. The demons have forged their own hell in your mind, and instead of facing them, we'd rather run and hide. Taking shelter under stimulation, we try to forget, but you can never truly hide. This pain always finds a way of manifesting itself somewhere, thus numb, due to the slivers we've neglected to pick out. You try harder and harder to actually feel something good in compensation. You consume more and more, but you feel it. You're breaking down. Your soul, it's trapped in the past. You're terrified of letting your mind go to truly experience the present, because before you do, there are monsters standing before you. It's no wonder that in this age of lights, with their abundance of noise readily available to silence yours, rates of mental health issue have rocketed higher than previous eras. As Lao Tzu had said, mastering others is strength, but mastering yourself is true power.
They say it's more difficult to rule yourself than to rule a city.
Absolutely, for your human experience does not start on the outside. It starts here. A symphony of chemicals painting your conscious interpretation of reality. To that end, it's safe to say, this is your reality, and I encourage you to take it by the reins. Let your battle begin. Pen and paper, a sword and shield, I promise. Those tools will help slay your demons. Question: what happens when you let go of a weight? You start to heal. What happens when you heal? You become stronger. I wish you peace, resilience, and prosperity. With the pen and paper, I believe you'll inch just a bit closer to that.